Emobibi ajumobibi akwaba ene yawada enumere 14th of July 2022 ediba eye TV SYZ so ene enumere se wo Germany wo France wo Belgium wo Italy wo eye Canada ana se wo United States of America mo amutimi wo UK eye Facebook live na eja wo hwe so a eye TV SYZ sanse no YouTube eye TV SYZ mantama wodo edunse nyina mo obetimi etie no wahwe live ewo yen Facebook eye live no so me bibia konkan kama ede ama won awie san so na bibia wo bia no oja wo TV no so dia eye TV SYZ wo go so ewo ahafo regional capital dia ene ne patama wotie fa nananom 92.5 FM WFM ewo wa Upper West Regional Capital Zaps FM ewo zebele omo fa dwumadi ene live san so na boko eye station atudin se eye source 100.1 FM medudu ho ene anwumre ya taxi drivers Toto drivers nyina ATN FA eye voter power 94.1 global 105.1 FM so hotel region KFM ewo pasa sanso ne nuanom wo buem ene ne patamu giasekan omonso ATA wo buem FM yedu eye nyiwa set 9.7 FM so a omonso FA dwumadi ne live ewo kete krache yenuanom amwo London Fire Life Radio ene eye GFM Radio so FA dwumadi live ene anwumre medin Edimogabi Masi ubetimi afremi atankodega biga na ene anwumre ensem no ebeye de ensem be na Dr. Pakosi Indium wode atodwa efa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho wose papa no eya yesese de wo mental problem Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say interchange hu hia na ode akwan papa ne interchange to eye Ghana card to wa obeyi eye Ghana card say Ghana card ne ye bibia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Vice President so nsema ode atu edwa eno no ono aboche mesa bo so yemra se bedwani di matemamofo wo so ame abeto ampeso aso eso ede atu dwa se de yem se nyansa no banka kakra ode atu dwo se mra se bedwafo no ministers awodo a na adu ayi wo no omo ye too much iti senka Vice President okura hwe hu heden hia na ministers ne dawson na bisa hu se o tire Kennedy senkofu wo magimi o da ben na chairman sabonsu ya okọ cabinet no odwene hunu se ministers ne dawson ehode hu nchiremu ebebre wo ene anwumre onimunyafo Johnson ese edu katia ene anopai ewo dwaba ase dwumadi ne toto sansan so wode nsem bi etodwa ensem ban ene ono so edi tu edwa ene nyina ye nsem awodo a ye de ebre wo na eneyi anwumre ya Finance Committee benifo kwatena ase no mo kwatena ase no omo kwa akọhwe eja MPP fo kwọbọ besia sabesia no omo kwọbọ no so omo kwọbọ kro no ewo ho documents omo de call eye parliament no na 750 million ne mom no emrase bidwafo no kwatena ase kwọwe nkrata mo no na chese wo hwe a nkrata na koye mienu di omo de kopa besia na kasa no scale wo so no eye 1 billion US dollars omusu nchire de omu kwaje se scan de ede aba ye nenei obese ohunu nchobo no de omu de toss na mechire o party awodo ekoso na adu ni fie de won say yes omu eje sika na omu de organize party awodo ewo eye party spa na ye bugnatus dance won say amanfo ene meyi de memu ma won say yes men ye mu di asawo na adu fie ni nyina meyi evidence base meyi a chewo ene anwumre na ensembe na onmanfo eye atoforce ya ono ya finance committee no di mutintima yi pa ono so ede atu edwa we nyina ye nsema ene anwumre ye besi nkonya na angels na 100 million omotwa ye ho ahia na anwumre yi ye besani mogu ode amagana fo yi chief Augustine watini TV ho dendenden ma Joanna ene ne ka chire Audrey anwumre megire se wapom bibia aboko omuti TV ho Mrs. Norma ene ne ba Marvin so ti omu TV ho sweet mother wote ho dada ene ni pem a o matena mo TV ho ene anwumre ya o mo ba ba enjoy eye Gumbe so ahode ni nyamma kama ne mom kakra odo amodo minti no mintimi na fie da bia sa ene yi me da me ho no mapensu kakra de agu me minim akwa me ba na ba bebie bi nsem no mo mako ede a kire mo me special guest anwumre yi eye wonimonyamfo Clement Apak, Member of Parliament for Busa South constituency in the Upper East region. me basisia.
At McDan Shipping, we saw a chance to invest in a logistics company whose technology streamlines shipping operations. Perspectives like this has made McDan the leading cargo consolidation manager. Clearing and forwarding come with speed and dependability. Cargo handling, air freight, transporting, transits, warehousing and bulk logistics. With branches in Africa, Asia, Europe, USA and all over the world. McDan Shipping, your total logistics partner.
Don't worry about a thing.
Hey, baby there. So now you're in Koi. We are what Jerusalem. Well, Lana Memo, why? Baby there. A drone any way Spanish garlic mixture. A boama moja dear full sunny. I want to pay the enemy. Collect. I feel so as also boa and mobile cassa, pampa, I want to trim. Obia Kuma Bonnie Pelly Pelly. Obia Johnson Tentem. Obia the Nasi Atatai. I feel so be a slab dear and Dokuno Pedian and Nanina. Collect.
Eja, we also Spanish garlic capsules, a supporting immune system.
That's all.
Shannon so, Edroy, and Yama Oba wa fair through. The Oma Accra no 4. Accra Onya in Fear Dumienu, ain't me fair dre. Fre 0266 114111.
FD Ashisha sa ijedi nkra tuoyimu aji atumuse.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, it's brave, fresh, natural, eggs, mineral, water.
Still got it. Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. Best Wine is your one-stop wholesale and retail outlet for all your original favorite brands of wine, liquor, champagne at unbeatable prices. You can get discounts of up to 15% off. We provide customized solutions for your events with our event planning and catering services. Buy your well-stocked hampers from us at great prices. Best Wine is also a major distributor of X Natural Mineral Water. Locate us at number 34 Ni Norte Nyanchi Street, Jowulu, or call 050-761-3900 for delivery or for more inquiries. Best Wine, caliber of wine and liquor at its best.
More fire esama wakwaba ene enyumre ediba eye TV SYZ Gumbe show ene enyumre yebe sanimo ede eguho ede ama etiefo ni pem asabri atankolega biga mugabe masi edu sabri na chese angels ni yesane dia na chese keja ne gum without fear or favor we eye fearless and credible eye journalism. If it must be done, it must be done what emfa huni ni pesua we emfa hono kasia we emfa hono position ekura wo se wase yedi jane go so yedi gumbe ni go so a yedi begu so without fear or favor. The whole can ana ma show we no ejina na naso from day one yeda so jina na so sa Dr. Aye Mahmoud Bawumia enai papa ya kwa kasa na omobeje power on the 7th of January 2017 ebesi ene Bawumia timi sa ko jina be kase wo hwe IMF omokoya eye dwomama ene NDC ntutuye bi a wo man tutu ni yie ena esan ede ko eye IMF enye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia papa no bibi oya correct bibi are okay. They just want to know say Bawumia oya correct bibi are okay there. Vice President bibi are okay. Yabi papa no yenu anu muslimi fo no munya ko chine ye mompa ye ma no bibi are okay. See dey to me asa wonsem watwa wo first time awie wo second time ya enum no wura wo fie mienu mu ya aka beye fie mienu ne kakra bi ne yakwato aba na obi a wono no bedi emfie nan ya o hand over power edema o peacefully enei sa wo ye bibia yo okay a ukogina simpie so na wo collect na wo say boss nipa ko na wo je eye sika fia o maye interchanges awodo no ene utimi gina simpie so ka kire Ghana for say Ukraine any Russia any COVID-19 any mismanagement ajomama mismanage yen economy no ene de ye ko IMF enyamu na muka asamu na muye nyansafo temo de IMF mu ko no ensembe no safo mafoma kan wo Ghana ensembe na chemesa bosumanka ensembe na wo Bawumia one kan ha ene dollar enwumre yi eye 8.05 ene ya dollar wo mu ja no 3.8 ene ma ho wo nyansa nyina na na do se nyansa ni nyina wutiri mu na wo bi a wo se wo de eni se yekosi ekoboro sa wo ye adwuma e wo hefa Bank of Ghana pen sika ne de ye ho ye ti sika no so enwo hia se ye bekwa akoboro asa borrowing nyina no eye reckless borrowing. Bawumia wonsem a wo kae edina simpie so e ka kire Ghana fo nyina se enam sa mahama anda eye Mills Mahama yetimi enya single digit eye inflation ran to aso more than a year 29 weeks 29 months our Ghana and inflation at the same 29.8 June inflation 29.8 mudi edu 30 awie wo share your neighboring countries I would know more share borders Cote d'Ivoire Burkina Faso Togo uko eye Liberia heya Georgia Pon we footballer wabe manage economy womu was single digit go to Burkina Faso womu ko na hwe womu inflation rate na fato to ye dem na se obonfo te se Bawumia wo kasa ba otiri ko te se aboso akotere sama ma bon na mo atumi manage economy ni ya and sa economic management team Professor Jambafo Osafo Mafo Alan Chematin sankofo na obubo omudia na ubo otiri te se aya aboso akotere no where are they sa gurus no where are they na enei wo da so the blame wonni farie Bawumia wonnim farie wo da so gina simpie so etimi nya tumi kasa bodoma medin Joma mani we ofie nyansa na wode ya adwuma wu enti ne wotem na 3 itina ene haje for komeka omo fitamale omo mo bolga boko omo mo busa south enough omo kwa omo jina tamalia international airport na do mo ko Saudi Arabia wo ba ye wo de we wo promise zongos say wo be ma 16 a year senior high schools in all the 16 regions ni Islamic a year schools what me siba ko pa munafiki ba wo mia hwe me ni mo camera me say wo ye munafiki papa woni mfariye na enyamwa wa se ene Dr. Parko Syndrome atwote se wo de entie ba wo me anwie na me fa Parko Syndrome de no nto aso.
You must understand that things could get worse before they get better. We have to steel ourselves for that because we just don't know when this war is going to end. The major lesson of the last 2 years is that we have to be more self-reliant. It is important that we take decisions that will inure to the benefit of the country, regardless of whether we are going to the IMF for a program or not. Regardless, we have to take the decisions that will help Ghana. The immediate task is to restore fiscal and debt sustainability. And these will be through revenue and expenditure measures and structural reforms. There's no way of going about that. We should also try and curtail non-concessional borrowing. That has to be curtailed. Indeed, the reliance on international capital markets to fill the financing gap of about $3 billion annually exposed the vulnerability of the economy once the capital markets shut down to emerging markets. This has heightened the need for Ghana to build foreign exchange reserve buffers to cater for unanticipated shocks like COVID-19 and the Russia-Ukraine war. Ladies and gentlemen, notwithstanding that Ghana is one of the largest producers of gold in the world, and we have been so for almost 100 years. Notwithstanding, at the end, Ghana's reserves of gold at the central bank, we this largest producer of gold. Notwithstanding that, Ghana's reserves of gold at the central bank at the end of 2021 was only 8.7 kilograms. That is our quantum of gold reserve. And it is against this background that the Bank of Ghana started a gold purchase program.
Na mesade ba ko metoa so Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say chese akwan ye hu hia interchange hu hia say wose Ghana card de chese Ghana card no abafo bibia na homo free SHS omo free wo ho it now no they are jumping from free SHS to Ghana card. Now no you see a national identification authority na wo betenemu a wo Ghana card no wuzu nim nyanza asen ze nipa no it is a mo amowo wale mo amowo na lerugu mo amowo bonkurugu yoyo mo amowo boko ene mo amutie me nuanu mo amutie me ene hweme na anwumri especially me nuanu northerners for se papa we ya mompa ya mana asembesi e say the all can say interchange card ye hu hia de ne akwan ye ka Ghana card wo so wono antu be dia di saba o me say interchange papa ho car accident nsi traffic nsi ba o me say the interchange to ho papa to ho ete say circle interchange ete say pokwase interchange ete say kaswa interchange na Ghana card da ho be for Ghana card eja interchange ni akwan papa no come on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
We have today 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on the dollar.
Fantastic. Someone was sending me the Mitumba and Matres you. So na yawda na enyawda eno ne friend say Gumbe show yetumre ne atresi vice president say interchange de here san say TMU interchange no omuntimi nya bi omo promise tamalifo akwakosi sai omo promise takwadefo akwakosi sai omo promise kumase eye oforikum interchange ne ewo hefa se so mbesi ba ko ewo airport runabout kumase be sa won akwakosi sai so am runabout interchange akwakosi sai santase runabout akwakosi sai atro akohwie sekadie krono create loot and share families omonkwa friends and families amemo no amemo na tan amemo no bon omo no oma bon omo ya kronfo enuti na on say on the 7th day of December 2024 ye nyina yo se ye communal labor adwuma ne ye to sante ne ye koto aba ne ye protect eye ballot boxes ni nyina ne ye sa sebe useless free edumu free woni hotoye wo vice president no say Ghana card ehu hia esene interchange ya o say odun say ha say guti na konko to dwan ma wo bompa ya no abobi ama no se nyakopon wo ma ne fie nyansa baby e duro ne de ase eyate na no na Dr. Parko syndrome say kwadwene ho awonte ase o se eya ye say ba omia wo mental problem oka so wo mental problem o wo se wo ya giedi say eya ye say ba omia wo mental problem after listening to science sama wakani nei oni fere na tio finance committee of parliament we must stop agreement of 1 billion a year loan bia nka akronfoi ekwa akope na nkrata wo mode kopie mu amda se bejefie no na $750 million na fei jinapo efa pen no atwe atofo efa pen no atwe honorable Ricket Hagan almost of a pen no atwe omuhwehwe ma hu say da bi koro no ewom transparency emun na ho nti loan no ma bono bongarat mo fam ko am krata no free anko loan no entimi anyedan o mo entimi amaso honorable atofo sen ene sentwe for twetwe nkomo yeti nsema wode tuja.
Yes, it's true. We've met as a committee. What was before us was for us to consider and approve 2 tranches of loans. We have considered them in good faith. We have lingering concerns. We have actually brought them out because, first of all, we believe that the document before us has some fundamental defect, because what is in the memorandum to Parliament and what is in the loan agreement has some differences, in the sense that in one breath we were called upon to approve a loan of $750 million. But what is in the agreement has 2 legs, tranche A and tranche B. One is in euro and one is in dollars. So that will mean that Parliament will have to amend what was brought to us. So it called to question the competence of the people that sent the document to us. I've told you the concerns we have with it. One, they have not told us the use of proceeds, what they are using the money for. So I can't give you blanket approval for you to go and use it just for chop. So tell us what you are going to use the money for. I mean, this government's insatiable appetite for borrowing for consumption must stop. For them, they believe in one program, one loan. I don't accept that. There are ways you can solve your problems, not all the time going for loan agreement. So they should tell us what exactly they will use the money for. And if the terms are good, we are human. We'll be able to accept that. But until that time, you can't make a determination. We need full documentation to inform us to make a meaningful decision. As we speak, we don't have it. And until that time, I'm incapacitated. A major concern also has to do is what is in the budget is significantly different from what they're asking us to do. The budget is saying that in the course of the year, they will be taking a term loan of $750 million. So why do you ask us to approve $1 billion when your own budget says $750? Yes. If I encourage them to approve $1 billion, I'm encouraging them to be, fiscally indisciplined. I cannot be part of that. So clearly, we want them to first come and amend the budget through the media review to reflect that before we can even consider something above $750 million. So that cannot be done on the face of the budget document that is before us, and that should be made very clear.
Ow! Piao! Honorable Atoforsin, you do all. Parliamentary day. Na kanina ya 169 oh banga so mabo this for na good dada he said here 136 parliamentary do uru no ya improve wa kronfo omokwaje no makwaye party hwe omokwaje sabese we nyina wi a ene na na do fie edu anwumra ene hey bugnatus yakwa se kade koska no omokwaje akade enema bi omode ba beye yakwa ni akwa hwe papa ni fie ho party sawo no yakoje besiano yakoje awose ade ya adwuma no na ya de besiano agi omani anigi ekoso bi na me yi akira wo no ewo nanado fie ewo ni mahaya na wo moko akoje besian krata mu no budget no mu no ewo mu $750 million na mo de eye documents e ko parliamentary mako akofa eye 1 billion monya akrofo mo beji dia be party wahu mahumba enne mpanifo hwe mo na tete ho no wo de da bi wo de sete sa ahemfo na otumfo betufo otumfo obetufo aya mo fa me si he ya medamase eno ana asantemawura tumfo se to tekoko so na anwumre yi me chiache o afutu a okona eye asantemawura ho otuwo no enei ye bon kompo akoye chiri aka kire se sa eye afutu no wi afia enanwume angels ne se memmo enwu wasom memmo Gumbe no nanado memmo Gumbe no enwu wasom ene anwumre yanko back
ko John Mahama okoka chense abane de kom ne abufuo na toye
so we na bi ka ko jina tv3 kan sa ko Mahama na ka chense de kom ene abufuo ele toye
na asa ko na nado ozo aka chense te e kom ne abufuo so no nso ba no anye de kom ne abufuo be sa ato ti
kan kan che na nado onso
ene de beto na metrese na medwene ho amisa se ensem bia Canada Japan kan mre bi atwam se MPP fo magimia ma anya me na me kan yo Canada Japan is in the public domain Canada Japan kan bi kusi buafo ono so public sector reforms one da no ono so kan bi ase ensem no Kennedy ensem o kan ni onim de o kan ene matrasia se eye akombi na atiasi omusuo se eye bibinu mu kodi ye na afi omu kan omanu mu nsem o wodwen ho awon tiase majority leader on manyafo chairman sabonsu akasa wo wose na nadu ministers no mu do so too much vice president ko yawe hu kan hu hia enya me na me kan wose ministers no ebi home chese wu hu hwe ya omoye chairman sabonsu ne kawe ti ministers ne ente so enti chairman sabonsu a oka eye cabinet for no hono from 7th January 2017 ebesi ne no we hu nyansa se ubetu na nado fo se opanyi menu nyina na wo parliament asa na abe prayer akonya ubedi abe ye mampanyi mesan e wo cabinet so na me ka kire se ministers no wo modo so nti ye hu bibi Ghana fo ka nyina mo antie nti se ne de agoro no egu awie moko fie muni hwe amo be ye dia changes bia aba moko ye pamo apramachi kura Chairman Sabosu awe ho ne samodi atodwane.
Where we are going as a nation is not sustainable. We are getting on a very slippery road in terms of monetizing our politics, both parliamentary elections and presidential elections. And I think that, as a matter of fact, my personal preference is with the Westminster type, where the prime ministers are much more accessible to us. One, and then in terms of expenditures, they spend far less in getting themselves elected from the constituencies, right? And that obligation to satisfy sponsors is much less. And with that, we'll be able to deal with corruption. And then again, because the Prime Minister is a member of Parliament, peer review should tell you that you can't be a Prime Minister when I know that before you became a Prime Minister, you had only one house. And 4 years after becoming a Prime Minister, you have 10 houses. My friend, where do you get it from? Many of our ministers do not add value to our governance. That's the truth. And I'm not here talking about the current MPP administration. I refer to all administrations since 1993. The time has come for us to seriously introspect on this. And hasn't the time come for us to place in the Constitution an upper ceiling on the number of ministers of state that we should have? As I've already stated, cabinet ministers assist the president in the evolution of policies. That is according to Article 76 of the Constitution. All bills and agreements that are presented to Parliament are underpinned by governmental policy and principles, which the cabinet ministers propose to cabinet. So if you are not a cabinet minister, you are not part of the process of the evolution of policy. Indeed, any president appoints more than 5,000 officers into public office. We are still counting. This certainly, Professor Chairman, is a monarch that the Constitution has created. The rest of us citizens hold him in awe, and even when he strays, it is difficult to talk straight to him. This arrangement needs to be revisited. It cannot be good for our growth. It cannot be good for the growth of democracy.
For a chairman Sabosu, ya on a majority leader, or Sayam Rasibani, the Matamemofua. I was Swami, I bet 1 person was Santamantamo, or no, and a public lecture, of course, you know, Nisamo de Tuda, Ewo, Enonom. NDC Amanyoku, opinion on a church for Penny Edema, a Amanyoku Cassia, NDC, Izu, Eza, a job, Bodo. Once in a sea Nunkatia, and a one a Yakwamika, Ewo to Zansa, you may do so, any Jabasi, power, any TVS was it, or more educate and come now. The nchechemu efa delay ya chese eye internal elections when this mono atwen akwachi no wodi mu nchechemu edema eye etifo ye ti onimanyafo Johnson asiedu nketia
round so ayeko yi ye sheda yi Ashanti Ridge babia amamfo susu se ye ta anye strong no amamfo ebawuramu a eho na easy for them Asante ni appointment ni certain specific constituencies in other places. Inti say yenkoye no dudu wurawura say yabo aben inti bibia yen David ya sheda de yani edi akire inti Asante mantam say enhyehyaya ye de tackle Asante mantam ni Eastern region e dance kura inti ID cards ne issuance na nyina ye ja Asante mantam ni Eastern ho ekoye other regions no nyina wie ansana ye share Asante mantam de ase branch elections ya ye meti Asante nka ho Eastern so nka ho ye ba be ye kwa koye the other 14 regions no na ansana ya ba chire aba ye sa tudo so de be ya akwanya bebam na ye ni atimi adi akira akomu pa because baby o na hu say baby e bawura mu a wo kan baby o hu say were 9 branch executives edi omudi ambassador omoye branch executives and so a control about anya less than 9 HRS.
No more.
HRS will be a boy. Wow. And until Sani Manunina Yambutre identifies Sani Manunina Yepe and Anodro. So, and until Enna Womo Kase Yache Omudika. They come dinner there and cut the open and say, Adrianini, but also. By position now, one Bibintina or and ma also near ma ordinary people no intimuno. Inti se sa near man no 1 200 more correct. Now kase ya the pressure guso yen say MPP4 ya so yen koya. Obey the same thing the same way and the results will not be different.
For Johnson and Sidu Ketia aside to us so at the road map about to a branch lessons in now so on also deciding in assign to Edra. Johnson and Sidu Ketia.
Yeah, chiche and also no, we are not rushing.
Wow.
In the first zone, 5 northern regions. Your best exhibit registered now, you are compiling. Ubia and concohe say. Nidin ewomo obi anye nidin hu bibia ya she ya beye no for 2 days 20th and 21st July so next week na ye exhibition no ade chin 22nd no any 23rd and ye filing nominations.
Okay.
Na ye free ho ye be vetting 24th and 25th. Na vetting no ebia no be a disqualify will be unjustifiably. As I saw nya kwanya ya appeal. Enti 26 no ya the better ho IATT sa appeals no nyina resolve. Na election na nkasa no in all the 5 regions happen between 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 1st, and 2nd. Now, there 5 northern regions. Enti, we are near middle zone, Bono East, Ahafo, Western region, Western North, and also so. Ye beshas ye exhibition no beshas ye 24th and 25th. Ya chiche ni nyina monti and also na election to save time and also election na nkasa beba so 31st July and 4th August.
Okay.
We say there must be overlap.
That's right.
The difference in say North for no any BBI in the middle zone honti and kebetime akoso concurrently but when shasi kakra na so aye na overlap kakra na sa na ye no enti uba southern zone ha and also a central region, Volta region, OT region and Greater Accra region enti we so be wo de 4th August to 9th August.
Okay.
And an election beba so in fact details about filing of nomination exhibition no nyina beba so ye wi a na fe ni ababunu mu ho ankasa Ashanti in the Eastern region and also specifically I said the medical I said that jano in tie no ya twa ko 28th August to 3rd September
na mo be di say
ye be wie the other regions no ni anyambre akọ ye adwuma wo saa yi mu ato ade ya adwuma bi guso ayekoso
right
e betimi awie saa adwuma no ne ay confident say election no betimi akoso na
for Johnson and Sidon Katia San Koswa Edin Chichemu Edema Ayeti for say Dumuswa Ebaye Ewajo Mahama Persono any economic challenges ya abayin ewumono with the muchichimu so Edema eti for na refo.
As at that time, a ship, a kobu, gas pipeline, no, if in Nigeria, ship will be cockwan on the buoy. It's a completely no gas supply.
Okay.
And a starting crisis. when it was resolved, no, by the time I resolved, Nigeria forecast a gas and some fashion until we are also utilizing our gas. It is a surplus, so I am mamubi. And no root cause of doomsday crisis in India. And no, you can say a international event here affecting indirectly. But when we sit now, COVID, any global Ukraine war, affecting Cote d'Ivoire, affecting Togo, affecting Burkina Faso, affecting Nigeria, affecting Obia. Fire compare, and now we are inflation rate in Irano. Far lower than baby Namui. That cannot be the reason. Since I may woman by we say, me who say Cote d'Ivoire for a small girl petrol de bagana beton. It is happening now. Me who say Burkina Faso for small girl petrol de bagana beton. It is happening now. What I say? Entino, things have changed. Now it can only be attributable to government here. Bad or minum. It is essentially near my say ye koye dimu. Ye fi say IMF for me boy any and the adino. Ade back one IMF for ntimi mfa man. Any no credit aban any timamu for ntam no credit. Say aban kan yebe hu say ni nyina a ampa ana aban kan z yebe hu say z ampa. But said the any namu aban bia kasa enura nko a wo se obi obekọ IMF bia no eche se na mamu onya ade che ye wo kọ nipa na ehwe aban no aso a wo se IMF ho nye no wo mo aso na se wo mo ntena ho na wo mo ne IMF nya adwuma na timamufo no se ya confused obia no credit no na atape ye problem no obia me kotena TV station baby e na obi bisa me se President Mahama can say, ye review SHS policy there. HSA ye cancel. Okay, say me bisa no say school I call and can na omo che no brofo say review reconciliation. And sanko for no na gina ayi so a omo kire say president so be review into review no ye behwe ha enche meko ho mebisa o mo say president ne review there no ye different Akufo-Addo brofo no ne dictionary different from President Mahama brofo.
Very well. Hoa yabada unimunya for Johnson ese dunketia ase na ene anwumre ya Dr. Parkwesi Ndiom watwete na ne Twitter wode abari nyina je say oda odwene wa wonte ase say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say no say say bodamu say dey you ase odwene wa wonte ase like at this stage here we are so we all can agree at this stage there we all can agree that Baumia has mental problem. What say ye nyina betimi agi atomo say Baumia bodam na adwene mu wa bodam or mental problem. This is Parkwesi Ndiom. What we take at exactly 3:18 p.m. and na 14 July 2022 3:18 p.m. and na enwumre ya sa fatu subiem edewu fatu subiem enti onu afre na Kennedy nsema me so kan ye no se o magime no onu on se na onu amanfo e kasa Parkwesi Ndiom na kasa no Parkwesi Ndiom at this stage dear we all can agree that Baumia has mental problem. Thank you. Dr. Parkwesi Ndiom yada say anwumre. Yada ya won ya fa abofo nkrato ne abaye ne eye Spanish for so betwetwe nkomo na ye de dia kanyina ato amoso. Ye ba sisi ya.
Moga! Ya pebumbio! Ya ojo.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. Best Wine is your one-stop wholesale and retail outlet for all your original favorite brands of wine, liquor, champagne at unbeatable prices. You can get discounts of up to 15% off. We provide customized solutions for your events with our event planning and catering services. Buy your well-stocked hampers from us at great prices. Best Wine is also a major distributor of X Natural Mineral Water. Locate us at number 34 Ni Norte Nyanchi Street, Jowulu, or call 050-761-3900 for delivery or for more inquiries. Best Wine, caliber of wine and liquor at its best.
Sama kwaba ene enwumre edeba TV SWZ atankoliga biga Mugabe masi bema ba meni ahofeka ene enwumre miniminu ya ba ohema ahwenepa ena eja yatrasie ene Spanish for betwetwe nkomo odoyo bibia aboko de
e wo adom bibia aboko
de na kwem
wona mafewo
last week de na apomune wo fom
la ne de ye
menya Spanish ne kakra no na me num ye no mo se aboa me ye
kakra mpo na mo wasan aye fresh say ene be ye food ye na kire say
asema bada bi
ye de nyame ase
enye me na wo ma ye free Spanish maso ye
me da say ensempa idea ya resaba ensempa e ma hotoba ma odesani nya hoden e wani nipadua mu otimi de ye adwuma eno na ye de ho nkomobo ebrew Anti-Cable Center ene ye Spanish SPARNIS ninro papa wode abedwa so nti odofo se na nyame ya adom ama me ni wehia me se obeta waso na watie sanse obia de wom Anti-Cable Center ye nru ayeye no obia numbi agese wo penfo akwada wonya mfinhia dumienu ene de o ma akwada no fo pe ene numbi ye ne ya ka de obi ahia bi se utie me enanwumre na opeso apomuden gyan ne na so de a ene waduro e wo Antekeba Center yes Spanish enromiensa mebo ho dawuro achiro me kan ye enromiensa na me chere Spanish garlic capsules Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish jingo capsules enromiensa ena me di wadanse achiro wo ni nyina eye natural herbs anase meka so obo ade nepa wode amaya ye dikwa nipadua num eno ne akeka bom a ye de aje Antek for enro enti odofo se woteme nkan na nwumre ya na eye nsempa ena me de braw me pesa wo ho ye den wonya pomuden sanse se wo yare a eka nipa bebre kra wani na ebi a meka se ne ya niema mu aye den wo ye gobe wo yare pe asemaba ese gobe cookers no momo ye essential jumayefo what ya say aduan bibia wo ye wo wiase no eso wonfa so ma obi adura medican e de amawo eye Antekeba fo adura your friend is Spanish garlic capsules and afi Spanish garlic mixture o kam ye nunu bom no mu a eye yie what garlic capsules ne garlic mixture into wadwen ya say eye nsuo no na ya ne topa ye wo mu din no senenso ebia ne adwuma eye obi ade ne ho na ne nyina nso garlic wom na sa woto garlic aduro no topa ye no a ye de ne ne se gel bofra ba no ohun se garlic nkwa ne aduro ato ho na sa woto Spanish garlic mixture no a eye mixture e chese garlic wom so niema foforo bi ka ho etu bon se ye de nkatwade ato nsuo no ho eno na che osen sonsunie kakra ewom sonsunie ewom ne sa mixture nsuo no niema bi fra garlic no so ye garlic nkwa enti na me so no mbomu a eye yie no emma wapomuden a wo hwehwe no eja ne na so yie de American so bia to waduro bia akwa wonya bito na tie enya mene nipa medi kan American garlic so mfa so akyerew ena enya mene nipa edi kan American ankatwade so mfa so akyerew na mene nipa edi kan amekyerɛ wo sɛ mikita Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture sɛ de nyankopɔn hyehyɛ sɛ ekoye mu a enya adwuma no sa pepepe de sɛ ye twemu nsuo no cold press na ya twene ye de agugel mu de sɛ ye yam na ya yam de sɛ ye de ahaban fresh ye na ye de ahaban aye aduane bi wo ho no mte sɛ nkateɛ sɛ wodi gu okye a ɛna afe wasen anoa na ma ahode nyankopɔn de asie wo mu no na yi apie saa na ne so na ahode ta na benoa saa pepepe na ye nso so ye nuo no sɛ de obo ade kyerɛ sɛ yɛmfa yɛnkanyan no na ahode nyi na di no eye enti odofo Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture na dwuma eye ne sɛ enane sa de bone ewo nipaduam meka sai bia na wo diabetes how adrum pempen so bi kra afa yese wo ankasa ho pane ewo fie sanse wo insulin level na fe de ya agensam odofo sa woteme nka nwumre ya nipadua kwa bi agye ya adwuma ye anasa ne mre ya ba mre ya ka no antimi nya adwuma ye ntimi ma waduru a kakran bema akwa ne sa nya adwuma nsini dada mu mpa adura ye de ma wo no ye bete so na yare ne nyini nkwa nanim bieu na sawonom Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture no na sawoda diabetes so amesho say yare ne hya se ekofam a di wadanse na onipa foforo nso menya mfaso ni bi wo BP wo hya se na o milligrams no ebia na enenam 15 afi na akọ 25 afi na ekọ 500 afi na ekosoro ye na afa ba ko na se famienu ebe kakra na ye se ye ada na afi ya hya se ne etwetwe wunuani bi odofo sa wo teme nkan na edro wo hwa ebetimi a check wo BP na ebema o milligrams na bia wo de hya ase no se yanyi wa free sumpa wo beka fom ho no mo ana kyese yare ni nyini nkobie na akoha wadwen Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture and yesa adwuma no esanse ye wo number ye de ma ye nuanom e wo abrochie ye wo fanom e wo abrochie ma me no wo abrochie ntino adanse a ya wo modi fi oba no ya na eye ma hoho akeke enti wo abrochie na pese ye de aduro ni bi brewa eye 0244 642 890 abrochie mai bi a wo so no ye betimi de aduro ni bi abra wo mretie bi mu na shane so sa doctor ne bedi nkomo afa wo yare ho de a ene e number na egu screen so 0266 1141 11 eno ye bra pesa wo ne doctor di nkomo na wafre asisa number ne so na wotie me ebia wo outim ho se ase nensen untini na efiri woto ase kokosi wo 19 esi fom no e ka ne ho a e vibrate e bom gingingim se de ebo dance wo feature ya wo nko a ye friend is sciatica nerves no se onom Spanish garlic capsules na Spanish garlic mixture ni bomu a e relax no obi o ya re ni bibia be ka cho se ya na se pain ne ka ne ho a ne nan no kra no ontumi mpuma no ontumi nkoam entini ne hompo ne ho sciatica nerves hompo ne ho se bia chen premier a wokope obi atentesu agu nani entini se wonom yedro no a relaxing nerves no yi moja mu akwan ema entini no relax kama hompo ni mu na kofa yaw na ba enti mesre onyame adom enhaban na o se yenni no oyi free notiem na sa wugidi nso de a ena o se form notie note de nwune nipa enti eni nua ne haban ni nyina free baby baako ho na o se yebenya ya yaresa enu nti na make am farmer o se antekeba center for yedro no enhye da anya se bia dro hu bia eye aduane enyankopon ache ye se yenni no emu nsuo ane ahoden no ene ye de ma o se odofo ananti ani chinchin tutumi nanti de hode na refi se wonu munsuo enu nyina wo nsusanso nipadua no so nti giwei ne fekanya nipadua kwa no se de beye ebeboa wo enti se wutie me na anwumre ebia wo papa ye mre wo mpam wo maame ye mre wo mpam de bia ntokwa ne ade ana wo ankasa wutie me wunyi nu ba bia so tumi se ja kama nkoyie jitum na pedro yedo ni ye adwuma wontin ma huru moja kwam na ne sade bone se de be ya moja be di afrisane aduro bia nso na ne sade bone na ebo wakoma ho ban sansa kuma na adwuma ne se obepompi moja na se moja na nya kwan ankwa anase antene ansen amma woni bremu a na the pressure beto akoma ne so obi ka hospital yes wonya heart enlargement anase athletic heart ni nyina gina se pressure e ba akoma no so no so e moja ye ka moja kwa ntini a odofo anya pipe na e da wa feature anase de wo sink nim ne kakraka ni bia wo entini ne bi na wani kosua so wani kosua ohoi fe na ha de ade nkitenkite na nam se ye ntini te ka se ntini si ahade we ye mu asi e moja ni ntimi ma etu obi ani so ye ne kabisi wo de wiase no nyina gu so still wo enko eye ntini na moja beba so ba bia moja de afrisane na ye okrate asefo e moja ntimi nkoho eno na ma pressure ba ani ni so odofo no maduru ebe ye ntini ni nyina efiri wutirim ekosi wo morra no ebe ye ho no nyina adwuma ama moja de afrisane eno ene be ma wanya hoden wo wumpom obi wo beda sorry na ne honam nyina ya ne ya sade adeda moja na kwan no mu nti moja ne ntimi nkonti akoma ne bre ade abeche no ase ya bo utie a aduro ho antakeba center for Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture wo kabom na no mo a eyo ni pedua mo adwuma e ma wakoma hoto no sanse opompe moja nas ani botete dodo a wo se kosan ba no na aba abrebia na all the 4 chambers ahoden wo ho na eyi adwuma sade bone ha adwen bebre binu aba adawo yafunu mu anase amawa hu se cellulite wedie na bobo apa nom Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture eye duro pa ebeboa wo ama wanya ahoden mapa afi Spanish jingo capsules no ono ne dia ne se ye nipadua yakwa no wahrawa wakoma wadwene yankopon di nsuo bi twa ho hia wo de ade papa bi wonso ye kuma aboa ne yewai mu a bonsa se ade bi te se plain bi na ekova wakwa no ho efi ni pedua mu enye ene nka akoma ne ensoro ni nyina ka abom saa ahoden no ene wojingo haban nim enti wonom no ebeboa akura wo mu yie saa ahoden no bi nso ena wo a wo twabra efi 40 years ekono wo kasa ye tententen oho yira wo na se hyehyew wo ho ase atuja gu ho wono Spanish jingo capsules a ma relax kra unkai mpo se wadu menopause o maami ana papa bi anyi wanya dementia refre wankasa kra wunyini be wo wura asati free ade a hwehwe adro e friend is Spanish jingo capsules ebe ye refre afriwa ma osua de a wahuniye eno asan check arthritis enhunhune ye bi e woni padua ni mu abonten so wawode wo prostate bibi ehunhuno e woni padua mu no inflammations no Spanish jingo capsules ene ye ho adwuma me de sister bi okumase na ka kire me se na maami okumase no say maami bia no okọ asori a wonsa de bia ni kotodwe ni sisi afi de One edika manyum so edika ombisa na wose wonom Spanish nu nti efre ne makuofu aduro. E makuofu omonto Spanish aduro nom na ebeboa mo Ghana ha ba bia to aduro bia ebi wo ho sa uwa brochire na yemfa mra me pacho wo Ghana memfre uwa brochire na yemfa mra wa 0244 642 890 0244 642 890 na so ne doctor ebedi nkomode a efa apomuden ho de a 0266 11 41 11 0266 11 41 11 Tibramoga medawase enka won so na me patro na wanya mama yakwanya ide omayi IGP Radam Pare na woda inti me man happy birthday
ene da ben ene 14 na aka 6 days na DCOP kwesi ofori so oko 20th
yasemo
IGP yema happy birthday nyame enshiraje se woni Linda nyina na edimu de send nso na Linda birthday
wow
client service
oh okay
nti ya na wa friend
mate me friend achiado
ahwe nko
enwa
ene ahobrase
enwa ne hia
nyame asumdwe
enka wonso
ya dan wo simeti wo na afi ya ba de daka nyina beto amoso na entia efi eye ahafo ene eye asa ho ya kwa ya ho ya ahafo region dade so aba ese efre ba bi akuapem TO forestry panyin a wo dade so aba entia aba etre se wudin e de Patricia Sapon wama oda ye twitwa amanfo koko eguo ene nwumene ntia efiri ho eba no ade bi wo ho a hweni ye koko yi sese Ghana enoa na yegina so a yedinya kakra so wo ye forestry officer ni ye so kobo forest ho ban na wo sore na wo da ne wantimi am forest ne ho ban na kuani no okodo forest no na sebe wanfa anua wi wanfa anua wi ne wadua koko ama koko no anya 12 years 10 years ye ade mfa so ebre o my we na sebe se wo fie nyansa won kotwa sa koko no nyadan enwu de sempanifo bebre afra ene wakasa enya de se wutie futuo bia ho why ho oba we giant e wo sa dade so aba area ho ene wutwa amanfo koko egu se nei se Lands and Natural Resource Minister onimonyafo eye Abu Jinapo se wutie mi a momakọ enko dade so aba ma me afre no Patricia Sapon ya otwa amanfo koko egu ewo eye akuapem ene ne potem aban eye dade so aba mo amanfo koko otwago no wonye very careful na emwa no ye dan ho aba omapanyu su tie mi atie da bia mo ka koko ho sanka forest fo no bo asase ne ho forest ne ho ban yi a ko bi kodo amani koko nu 15 years na kotwago ye ba sese ye ba de aka beto mo so
Moga ya pebumbio ya ojo wo.
Best Wine is your one-stop wholesale and retail outlet for all your original favorite brands of wine, liquor, champagne at unbeatable prices. You can get discounts of up to 15% off. We provide customized solutions for your events with our event planning and catering services. Buy your well-stocked hampers from us at great prices. Best Wine is also a major distributor of ex-natural mineral water. Locate us at number 34 Ninote Nyanchi Street, Jowulu, or call 050-761-3900 for delivery or for more inquiries. Best Wine, caliber of wine and liquor at its best.
Emma kwa baby made by TVS was at Gumbe show no aso gusu uti live we asa fana baby on YouTube TVS was at Ghana as Facebook live TVS was at Ghana as like I say come Madan group of companies o madaro makahu bi ne boa me tumi djumadi ebrewo eba project cargo warehouse and customs brokerage cargo handling haulage sea and air freight and vessel handling chartered flights ship agency ne keka hu bibra fa wonyina akodan Magdan group of companies you mo Magdan Madan na suye on shipping and logistics no omo baby bia kama e de amount omo headquarters bi ewo eye nkra na abibi memo anyina no ha ne headquarters ne ewo ye mia baby ti say Sierra Leone Liberia ne Equatorial Guinea nyina no ye ho aye boy ho modin ye papa eba eye se de ne free eye bibi memo ade akwa mama wodo so edi free amonane America memo UK Belgium ye de bagana ha na de ko amama wodo no so nyina no Magdan shipping and logistics Omobom Homadin ye papa from 0302762280 or 0302502158 ofena ye beje so Ostek real estate semen control so pass as ato washa hills afenya as chare jansen be san city estate do yumu dodowa asebi de wenya chopole ne patamo nyina ye be mo asase amanso bi eni so ato 200 blocks ne ama 10 bars of cement e de aka ho bi hwe kira kwan e wododowa ye ne fire service station no na edi enhwe ni mo fre na ne adwetwe komo Ostek real estate on 0244684069 or 0240933748 ofre na ye beje so na bibia so akonkan e de amount Prosta joy obi a wanya mfie aduasa enum ekonenim ebi a prostate enlargement no nya bi obo ho ban keke efi ho a prosta joy no da bia obenom baako obi a wanya prostate enlargement a wo treat no wonom baako anopa baako anwumre Prosta joy no oko pharmacy shop bia organa ha ubenya bi ato wodi wane che NS Chemist Lina Top Up Unicom Nisi East Cantonment Baseland ene air repair ba wonyina ubenya bi ato fre 0244727028 0244727028 ofra ebejo so na bibia so akonkan e de amount yumako nyina dawro ma ena Solar Natural Clinic omoso ka ho ena S Natural Mineral Water ena Hebron Hills International School ekwemu ka ho ne de dwumadi ebrewo ena me gas enwumre eyonmanyamfo ya ono eyemrase bedwane di matememfo a wo busa safa betran peso aso ewo siremu epoye mantemu Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana nankane no University of Ghana no a senior lecturer abinye papa nidi ede Dr. Clement Apak ya we busa ni this year ene yekomrase bedwafri a oye member of the education committee ene ono ene yene no eba betwetwe nkomo Dr. Clement Apak emwakwaba
Magabe
bibi abako de
mejoso
busafo nyina so
obi ahoye
yedanyame ase
mejoso michia ahwefo nyina se de ti de bia mekase nyakopon adaroma ana yanso ya senipa
sanity
yanso ya bedu nkran
sanity
so hwe bibi free a na yanso ya de ya dwenkyere de yeden ede boa se oman no ebe yie na agina nan so menim se boots of hwe boots na mena ma pusi ni mena junwa kan bika Dr. Park buku yenka MP wa wo se olman so abedi mi ho kakra eti olman nya 77 the original Park
okay
eti eja se original no wa na duplicated here
fantastic
na odo ho atete menim se ohwe pa wo ba woni agro
fantastic
eti Jonas ndem
fantastic
me chia no me nuaba me person to fo nyina me yonkofo NDC MPs NDC rank and file national executive and me nuapini John Dramani Mama yenim se me de me ka se de tie enche obeba enche oh na se de ekwe de so obi enim che de bia me ba me ka cho me se muga abaya otisu ya akufado edi enimu yi me senior Samuel Fraser University me de on be chase ya
senior hwan
Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
we senior
say ye nyina ekọ university ekọ PhD
in Canada
Samuel Fraser University
Canada
British Columbia Vancouver Burnaby you know we have a common origin
Okay.
But Ninsam Nibino, Encha. It is a senior Eka Semenyan Kra. Was able to make up just a senior Sasma who can ye a Yano crank. But I may patch and say, Ama Mubui, woman himself, no Muna Ghana for Edemao, Yan be a choir. And I've been one of those who has been unrepentant. I would never accept or agree anywhere that Akufo-Addo Bawumia MPP won the 2020 election. Me apak, me jin too many and jin too much.
See new results. We
know that they couldn't even break the 4. And now they are talking about breaking the 8. 4 you couldn't break it. Never. With one this, one that, one this, one that, one this, one that. Look at where we are today. That's all kind of crap. Yeah? Mugaba financial here because
education matters.
I'm going to say, you penny bomb here, dear Nonka. Maybe boss to Kakra and Sana. Because I know that you bring up a kind.
Okay.
And some do not kind of
that enough and you move on and quay him.
Mugabe.
Fantastic.
Any of your 4. Sir, Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Et me a sorry a knee. Catcher Ghana for. Sir, you seek a summer at a pansam. Inflation, I could do baby a dui. As a oko drum echo to a dear betching, na your tomb. By year 1 tuber, a crack. 30 Ghana cedis. Bordia 3 fingers, 20 Ghana cedis. Wo free from BC Ebako Bolga. Nanga ya 10 Ghana cedis. After a 30 Ghana cedis. Diesel, ye can. And na rainy season. I was a man for Edo Mufo. I will bulsa any bullock. Woman to me a high tractor. Bibia boy at the ding. Na mobedi no kura no akira Ghana fo. Na ma koto apa chew. Se abaya nto amamu amoye de amoye ya mobedi sui. Amam bu omani ye. Aye zikasem krono katasehye no proyenti. Ene Togo ani Burkina. Anka kane no Ghana fo na smuggle nyoma de ko okoton. Ave de asesa no. Yemfa bone nchemo no. Wo be kasa Joma mani NDC nti. NNA will be away. Almost 6 years after you have taken over the reins of this country. I mean, are you saying logic no way? First of all, no. Was it we are where we are because of excess capacity. Say nyinamukania you call a year contracts. Yen here. And only 1. 2 was a banking sector reform. And 3 was a COVID. And 4 was the Russian-Ukraine war. And the Abekahon. Maybe what parliament. Me baby, I can kind excess capacity. Sa question way. The Honorable Alaji Suhini. Ebisa Kenoforiata in parliament. And I have the Hansard. Dated 17th June 2021. Suhini, Obisai. I said, Mr. Speaker, I beg to ask the Minister for Finance which independent power producing companies have received payment from government of Ghana for excess capacity charges and how much was paid to each company in the last 4 years. This is the question that Alaji Suhini asked the minister. And this is the minister's answer. Kenoforata say, Mr. Speaker, these are very important issues of power for us as a country. Mr. Speaker, the underlisted independent power producers have received payments for excess capacity charges for the period under review 2017 to 2020, totaling $937.50 million. This was the minister's answer. And yet Bawumia is telling us today, sir, we have paid excess capacity charges in excess of 17 billion. How can that be? This is the parliamentary hazard. Hazard na mikutei. So clearly, no, Masina Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been untruthful. Because this is what the Minister for Finance. Now sir, this is a parliamentary record. And yes, this is it. Look at it. This is the answer. And Suhini went on to ask for further and better particulars. Because at the time, or the saying, Daily Guide, I published it on the 10th of February 2021. And I will quote to say at the time, the amount of money that government had paid for excess capacity, was 12 billion. 12 billion. So here. And when you look at this, and you juxtapose that with what the Vice President has said today, trying to blame excess capacity as one of the reasons why we are where we are now. And the parliamentary records are there. Ebio, was it a banking sector reform? This is a self-inflicted expenditure. How do you expend over 24 billion to reform a sector that needed just about 11 billion to reform? We are now aware that it was targeted towards collapsing certain banks, including GN Bank. And I must commend him for that. The GN Bank was the only bank that was in every district across this country, including my own Fumbisi. You had a deliberate plan and agenda to close banks and allow your banks to thrive. And a data bank has now become dominant with branches. 36
across the country.
Can you imagine? And there was no reason or justification. Now, Bibi Krabana said, Abeto just said, oh, Asemia Abbey, met me at the 11 billion at the CSC. Now, we will be a wood drink. Why would we spend 24 billion to solve an 11 billion problem? Plus or minus? Does it make sense? And then you want to blame John Mama for this? How can that be? And then you tell us, or they say, COVID, Ukraine war. No, many happening, my senior, Simon Fraser. Yes, I call Saka Primary, or Tamale. One name, and you want a Kanye. 2016. I will question why global phenomena would bypass a Behuri, every baby, every Abba, would bypass Ivory Coast, would bypass Togo, would bypass Burkina Faso. Now, I bet you Ghana. At the time that we were reeling under severe pressure, now cocoa bore on the global market plummeted to the lowest level.
If you must say, as a member of parliament, has a loan agreement in the idea, Besumokobo, Eddie, borrowing.
Maybe do her. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But the point I'm trying to make is that the hypocrisy must stop. Because at the time of Jomama Ebedi Yadiano, we were confronted with serious challenges. Between 2014 and 2015, you know what happened? I remember to the one we came to inherit the single spine salary structure. And the level of resources that had to go into that one, no, in any case, the global phenomena at the time had caused our major exports, the Yensueduko, Amama Ebiaso, Ekotong, gold. The price of gold had plummeted to the lowest ever. Cocoa had plummeted to the lowest ever. Even oil was selling just one well. But even oil was selling for below $30 a barrel. And then we're also contending with Dumso. Were this not global phenomena?
Ebola.
In the other hand, they will say, who global phenomena? No. Russian-Ukraine war. COVID. COVID. Burkina Faso, Omo Nyebi. Togo, Omo Nyebi. Ivory Coast, Omo Nyebi. Yankwana, Yane, or the saying, Ukraine for Edin Kekahon. Are we the only country in Africa or West Africa which deals or imports items from Ukraine? And Yebi, say planning for food and jobs has been successful. Now, body answer your free Ukraine. And I say, confirm no, na free Ukraine. And you know about Yana car say and confirm no etu ko Burkina no. Omo Ukraine. And then aka so we need 70 Ghana cedis are confirm muga unye bi. Obenya no kwa kitwe bi. almost what I say, planning for food and jobs has been successful. And the look, we are where we are as a result of gross mismanagement, corruption, blatant corruption, and the dissipation of our public resources. Mugabe, look at the 2020 Auditor General's report. Ministries, departments, and agencies. Over 12 billion could not be accounted for. You would think, say, government at least would have been interested in why the Auditor General already adhere as a result of the very, very unwholesome, in summer day domolovo FR yini dia nim sana or say senior minister or Mafo. One refunded $100 million you pay macro and associates. Or using the power to surcharge. What me give 66 million. And muyi na mode the owo buy Johnson Akuamwa Asiedu. Why ye na Adrian said he will never use the power to surcharge. 12 billion only in 2020. Even if he had recouped half. Look at what it would have done for this economy. 12 billion.
And we are chasing 2.3.
I tell you the truth. That is 2020. Look, 2021, same ministries, departments, and agencies, it has gone to 7.4 billion. You are not interested in that. Giving away tax waivers to family and friends.
The public account committee.
That is the point. Okay. So I know what I'm talking about.
Fantastic.
And I've even taken on the Auditor General for why he's not applying the power to surcharge, disallow and surcharge. As a firm by Supreme
he has
Court.
that powers.
That is the point. Domovo Ediano Edgy 66 million.
Edimo Mino.
Edimo Mino. And now Osafu Mafo. Say Sika 100 million na mutua ma akro na situation no.
Obeje.
Mo anye adwuma ntimon famra. E no na ye ni say yi ni di a ye di we buy. We buy a enamienu. Documents na ni ho no. Wo so akonya documents no asem no ya mutu. Since then this man has never applied the power to surcharge.
The power be change.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Look at this tax waiver.
One day.
Tax waivers. Family and friends. There be a tax waiver. Wakonta Embassy Hotel, Plush Hotel, in Ghana, airport. He was granted a huge tax waiver. Every year we don't lose, the 5 billion through tax waivers.
2.3.
Revenue loopholes at the port. Afibia lose 18 billion. And we know government officials, party apparatchiks, who are importing items into Ghana and they are not paying duties.
Serious.
All of these things, PPA, we all saw what happened with the announced expose. PPA boss, now account, we saw what was in his account. And we saw what was revealed.
Special prosecutor,
because we are beginning to question his motive. Say, oh yeah, Adanko Dada, as or ye bisana ya kaso obo ejuma so that is another area, and blatant corruption and dissipation of public resources. Now Parliament, we never gave you approval. You never budgeted for a cathedral, and yet you've been able to use all kinds of unlawful and illegalities to expend over 200 million on a project that was never approved and sanctioned. At the same time that we can't even get food to feed our wards at secondary schools. Where the
education sector.
He was talking about the e-levy. I don't know why you're from. Someone or say, oh yeah, head of economic management.
You say,
he should, what does he think he can hide there?
Ghana card.
What do you mean, Ghana card?
What's
a Ghana card? You take Ghana card over every interchange. So why were you boasting? The Amoya Watamale, overpass, Musi interchange. Overpass, and Omu Bosse. It's okay. And now you are telling us, the me amiti me cop busa. Me from Ghana card, I mean, so she, not or the me cop busa.
So no be Ghana card.
Can you imagine?
Number one.
Can you imagine? Is that the type of language you should be speaking now, today? After all of these infractions, what you have pretended over?
Break the 8.
Break what 8? When you couldn't even break the 4, you want to break the 8.
Fantastic.
Because Sakasaka primary. Okoho, and I miss me koho. Yes, and of course I'm on Fraser. That's why any PhD, and I miss me koho. It you know what you say now. na oya mama kan sem bia ensem fata
Matias
bona me dey mano yes an ka be kan sem pa you should stop that he should be apologizing
mo say and ase ensem o kan say yemfa blame ne majo mama ne
how can you say that 5 years almost every point I was raising enye no kwe.
Honorable Clement Park, a member of Parliament for Busa South constituency in the Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana, live on TVS was at Gumbe show and then 14th of July 2022. Wasugusu na wutie live. As like I say, come a Sulak Natural Clinic. Na dauruma odi to pain capsules and to pain ointment at the Abba Ejaso. Where Jumade ya wabre wakwako du fieno no about to pain capsules mienu now the other. So and a to pain ultimately tanko wase aboa papa na odi bi etwitwi atenka na otwibi na immigration ma wona oyere mu twibi ni nyina no eboa ye papa so na Isaac Nkranza wona hokafo na mu twibi ni nyina no to pain ultimate no eboa ye papa we oba ye white na ha wa uhia solak mesa we ya bema gono na ha wa uhia solak mesa so and zipman capsule saba ene Prosafet capsules nyina eka ho a ebo ye papa emema no wo betumi abo adwuma ama oba no hu say yes kwadwo ho oden kwadwo bo adwuma papa dia wo hia zipman capsules ena Prosafet capsules kamie no bo mu na no mame ne betumi abo awo Solak Natural Clinic wo de wani chire Kumasi Kenten Krono woni share filling station no ena edi enhwe nimu wo bankra so a ye wo kokomnemle e Harvard Senior High School no ejemu ope e wo Kasi Road no so Okoka Swanswa, yo, fan was 0245616028. Ofena, Yebejo so. Hebron Hills International School, School Papa Bakwa Ghana for United Tum. Same Hebron Hills International School say, Summer Aya classes Ebekoso, Obana Eja, Wamakwaya Babetina Fee, Ewo July Moon, August Moon Econo, Ninano, summer classes for nature Hebron Hills International School. A free a year crutch, a kusi a year primary, Ninano, Aquina, our hot at the Malbano, Tutumrika, enough for nature media of the Sanwam Road, school no by Media Presbyterian Church, would do any Achrawa, will be not Tiapa at the Amawabano. Admission so, Egusua, a coso, to for any Echo. Do a queen in Roma, any S natural mineral water simply natural as Rupa. When you have been no ma a boa pom day, and my hotel a year now, yeah, what open at the afraid of war. For ensure from S natural mineral water, a servo, no money by you, papa. You were going in Roma, Tetri, and you may, my boy, a Gumbe show. Ede Ebro. Honorable Clement Park, Yanko Yanshe SHS, food shortage, teacher strike, and related crisis also in the education sector. And
yeah, best have IMF. Very well, because Nyoma be also Meboso.
Fantastic.
They can't deceive anybody.
It will get there.
So let's talk about the senior high school.
Fantastic.
If you're Yaka say senior high school program, a good program. The Etienne say a Mrapono NSC say we should work towards making education free. And you know, a idea I too. Say among for Moshe Bekaya, yeah, share here. We were giving scholarships to especially girls and brilliant but needy students. It was targeted. But we went on to remove some of the fee elements. 11 fee elements and free as part of our effort to work towards the full implementation of what constitution no akase yenye. And I'm almost say momo ba ubayana at once. Yenyina nim say ombeji to me 2017. 2016 almost share say so omubu mine 2017. Enkorana na omo second and third year. Omo am benefited from quote unquote the free senior high school policy. Omo share say in 2017 no and omo share say omo benefited. But omo share say no ye catch omo say nneoma bi ewo ho a nka osem okrekre enye saa e de asem beba ya say den kweku from Paul ɔde asɛm bɛba wɔn antie ɛna yɛhyɛ aseɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛhu yɛ safere schools na yɛ ma nkwaraa ne da abɔnten wɔn nya nkonya ntena so na asefoɔ ɛna wɔn kɔ pagya double track ɛbaeɛ double track nso baeɛ no ɔno nso de ne ho nsɛm ɛsan baeɛ nkwaraa no bɛtena school bɛyɛ bosomi baako ne fa na wɔn akɔtena fie bɛyɛ bosomi mmienu ebi wɔ hɔ a bosomi mmiɛnsa adeɛ a yɛfrɛ no academic calendar na afɛ deɛ ayɛ bisi basaa kyɛnmɛnsa ɔno na ɛka ɔno yɛ na wakasa ayɛ bisi basaa but deɛ ɛbaeɛ no sɛ ɛyɛ bisi basabasa bisi basabasa
bisi
bebree sɛ ne deɛ ɔsɛ ɛyɛ ministers yɛnte sombrɛ night ɛne yɛde bɛfa nkyɛn ansa ɔmo antie ɛna ɔmo se PTAs wɔn atwam tafe de PS ɛna sɛ deɛ na ɛkɔ so yi private schools anka ɔmo boa yɛsɛ yɛyi mo esi nkyɛn ɛna aduane anka wɔ sɛ kane no me ne wɔ school me call Sandema Secondary Technical School I'm a headmaster the great Paul Asik who coined the Butser way my headmaster and my geography master yɛtumi ɛtena se na me wɔ dining hall committee na headmaster dining hall master dining hall prefect any dining hall committee beza na yɛtena se na yɛ nhyehyɛeɛ sɛ saa nnuane wei na ɛpɛ Monday yɛbɛdi gari ne beans main meal ɛna ebia Tuesday yɛbɛdi banku ne nasefoɔ na sika na ba na yɛyɛ den ya no the school would find its local suppliers when a free school buyer no they decided to centralize it under buffer stock and that is part of the bane of our problem there are two main causal factors one sika you vote for the program for the 2022 budget was 2.3 billion free senior high school budgeted and approved 2.3 billion. So we letters are a free chance Upper West region. After meeting, I will communicate it to the district director, regional director of education in Upper West. It was clear. Say buffer stock food suppliers, are refusing to supply the food because Aban Edi Omoka. They have not been paid.
Okay.
Indeed, almost everything. Sugar, oil, beans, Tom Brown, and then asifo. And they made it very clear that if nothing happens, after the 15th, they will have no choice but to send the children home. And are more prepared for Wasi. They will have to fend for themselves. When we have approved, and I want Ghanaians to listen and listen well, as the Americans will say, listen and listen good. We have approved 2.3 billion Ghana cedis. So why would government still owe buffer stock suppliers? Hey. Why is Kenoforiata refusing? And we are in July. Refusing to disburse the resources so that buffer stock food suppliers will be paid for them to be able to supply enough food items so that Yankwarano can have the peace of mind
to learn.
To learn. Yeah, Mugabe. The other component of this is also the buffer stock food suppliers themselves. Dudwana, your party boys and girls and apparatchiks, and even party officials and government officials. And what is happening is that because I just centralized the system, the headmasters have no say.
Yeah.
Eti school dada, Sandema Secondary Technical School. I was a supplier no, at the 30 bags of rice and a bread. What me did 15 and I said 10 ebro. Headmaster no won't mean who
can be you?
What you knew a more transfer. You are not transfer.
If I Benny Benya, I won't quadano.
We are dealing with teenagers.
We educationists.
And our diet, balanced diet, is very important for the physical, mental, and emotional state of a learner at the teenage level. The teenage years are our growth years. So what you see, from 13 going. That's why they are called teenagers. Wow. To 19. That is where we grow. And you know, if they are not properly nourished, now a comedy one, now if you are not so and balanced, inquire to me the Gary 3 times a day. Oma to the inquire say Gary Jollof.
And as a parent, you know, advice be na
the parents have started talking, and I've been encouraging them. But they have been denying. So, I pack the money and this for propaganda. And Yamina Adum said here documents a leaky here, EFA or the saying this National Cathedral, Akufado Cathedral, no. Yamina Dumia and a charge for letter now Mutroyano, and it's leaky here. And since then, no, you can hear from all over the country. Go to Eastern Region, go to Central, even Greater Accra. Many of the schools have similar issues. Even in Fansipim, the Almighty in Fansipim. The parent association chairman was lamenting.
So
what some parents are doing is that Wama pe sika ama munkorano. Say wamunto enuane endi. Ebenso have engaged people in the communities where there was attending school. And omuye aduane ayeden amankwara.
Aduane ni papa. Social media.
No, what I'm saying is that the school food is not wholesome. The quantity is not sufficient. The quality is questionable, and the nutritional value is nothing to write home about. How can you get nutrition eating gari 3 times a day? Or rice 3 times a day? So many berry. Do you know that this hardship is even now compelling some of our youngsters to break each other's chop boxes? Why? What crime have they committed?
As a member, we are a member on the education committee.
Education committee. You know, what we do is to file questions to the minister. Earlier this year. It is very bad, but the parents have to speak out. And the headmasters are speaking out. That's great. The parents have to speak out, because when we do it, the narrative, since I shall see, is that the program better succeed. Yes, say review, so that we can correct some of these issues. We say review means cancel.
By no review.
Very well. So you see the hypocrisy. So what is going on? The primary reason is the refusal by Kano Foriata to disburse monies which we have approved. And the second component
will be a sector minister, will be a finance minister, or the Ghana Kohumena Babe Tumanim, no more approve woman. Nesika ya approve, say your Franco a year free SHS. Sikano and Conco ye Jumano. Na by more supply me and air complaining. Dear Jumano was a more more a year, dear was a more.
I said one is that we can file questions. And I even filed a question. Anke was a ne and a educhum. Ebeba be yano. And run a minya call every table office. Say, was why busy?
Was why they?
Why busy? In some no doors. Etino, Obeba be answer on Tuesday. And the question was specific. How much the state owes buffer stock food suppliers?
And when they will be
and when they will be paid. That question may pay.
It's over 500 million.
Yes, and they paid only 200 million the last time. And that is why I'm mentioning how much we have approved. To only this year, 2.3 billion. Hey, 2.3 billion. And you can't even pay the buffer stock food suppliers. And look at what is happening across the country. I've been a dear or yao, malnourished. We are harming the future of this nation. Because the lack of proper diet, balanced diet, sufficient food.
2.3 billion. Sikana kwaya jumebia moda so de amount for media media review budget be say aba to mo be say kwa approve.
And I say e no. And look, let me put on record. Say enye say yen NDC afa ye wo parliament. Sansem we ye mpeja. But say wouldn't say the parliament sit here. Committees no do one the sensitive ones. Eya na omo aben mu no. Omo na omo chair. And this me boss, Honorable Nuchu. We have always canvassed these issues in the media. Yes, because we filed questions. We have made suggestions that the minister be brought before the committee to answer to a lot of issues. Every lack of textbooks, to the non-payment of capitation grants at the basic level, then as if for secondary school, these food issues, and then as if for training colleges, a quadruple track, and some baby. The minister has not appeared before the committee for a very long time, and it's not for a lack of effort. It is that impunity and arrogance. Many of them, they don't like coming. Bishop said Oba before the Parliamentary Subcommittee on Education.
Very well, in free education, live on TV.
What I'm saying is that parents and the headmasters, as you have started speaking, don't go back to sleep. Let's continue to draw attention to the shortcomings of the program.
Because recently, Speaker of Parliament, very good. School feeding secretary, very good. And was called a Buffer Stock. And was like
committee,
a surprise visit.
Yes.
And yes. Committee said,
yes. The education committee is part of it. Also, education, finance, health, children, gender, children, and social protection. These 4 committees. He has said that we should all come together as an ad hoc committee to look into these issues. And I agree with him. How can you be feeding the future of this nation? 1.6 million people at 97 pesos per day. Abraham and Penny, it me a chatter, $18,000 over $17,000 an hour. When a finance minister can apply over 200 million of our money without approval, when the school feeding program we approved, there be school feeding program we approved 881 million for the school feeding program. And you are feeding our wards at 97%. A Jamona or what Mampini, if you know. 97%. What the trade on the man obey me. Oh, man, didn't cry.
That's just a new one.
Can you imagine? Are they prisoners? 97 pesos. What food can you make with 97 pesos? And they say, caterers no equal strike. Some do a mokadada. 6 to 8 days, moon try, Muslim bet 12. And now I ask them, and almost baby, if you look at inflation where it is, food inflation in particular, and then a more bottle you're saying, Kufo gallon, and one, only 400, 500, and wunya. Bro, I took me free from BC, and they are watching me. A bag of millet today in Fumbisi, if you don't have 500 Ghana cedis, you will not get. I am telling you. There. I am telling you. I am telling you.
1,000 Ghana.
They are watching. A bag of corn, if you don't have 250 Ghana cedis, you won't get it from BC. And you are giving them per student 97 pesos. What type of food are they supposed to cook? I mean, what they are eating, is it not even poisonous?
Yeah, more than poison.
What is the quality? What is the quantity?
The quality is not there.
And I am secondary school, almost be the donkey saliva. So what? I don't want to do it in donkey saliva. Donkey saliva, no, I know you're in Katio, in Katenquine. But I am so pale. She knew. The Aguas, you don't cry, friend, and say, well, Chimo. Debbie, please, brand him. Or they say, don't be a friend, say, or to the donkey saliva, fruit ponco tissue. Then they have the other one, Gary Jollof. I don't know, Gary, no, not yet, the sugar crap petiso, not a one, appetiso, not yet in China petiso. Go and eat. What is there is what they are feeding them. And this must be worrying to every parent. So the parents must speak. The headmasters must speak, and I am glad. Nobody should allow yourself to be intimidated. We must point these things out for the public good. It's our money. 2.3 billion, no. Fire Juma Mankoran did no more.
But I see Honorable Clement Apak on the education side. I never known to watch a graphic IMF bailout, Baumia justification and my reactions and also Eba and Enumerate. Live on TV as was at Gumbe show and was Gosua, OT and our live and Enumerate. So, follow Facebook live on so say YouTube TV as was at Ghana. Honorable Clement Abba.
IMF. As an medu hono. My member organized labor abaso.
Okay.
Say omoje penny. Say 20% now a year the lowest that they could go. Given hardship now hono. One 15%. Good. they have sacrificed in the national interest. And that is what we call responsible leadership. We are expecting government officials to emulate what organized labor has done. If they are willing to sacrifice for the national good, let's see that reflected. This opulent lifestyle, they should learn from organized labor. And we must commend them for accepting. And I'm happy because I know I say Ochinano teacher for Ebeko School. So the 7.2 million students are for the past week. They will be able to continue teaching and learning. So we commend organized labor. Government ought not to be commended. It is the organized labor and our sacrifice. Fantastic. And so we must commend them. IMF. Mugabe. Look, the truth about why we are on our knees and why we have gone to the IMF is known to Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia. It's known to President Akufo-Addo. It is known to Ken Ofori-Atta. Even before the advent of COVID and the recent Russian-Ukraine war, which only began in March of this year. World Bank reports are there to show that we are not doing well. So Kaya NDC, John Dramani Mahama, had said on many occasions that Ken Ofori-Atta has been cooking the books to cover up. He was not honest in reporting the true state of the economy. And said it was just a matter of time. How do you explain to the people of this country? Say we buy to national debt of 122 billion. Waswa in just the last 5.5 years. She amana could do 400 billion. Look at the quantum of borrowing that has been done. You tell us that we don't have the right to ask what you have done. Look, this Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. You had more oil revenues. The total revenue cumulatively is even in excess of 500 billion Ghana cedis. And COVID by this government had access to resources and cumulatively amount for 18, 17, 19 and in fact our figures show that government got resources combined from internal and external sources 10 billion from Bank of Ghana, the free IMF buyer and as if for consolidated fund, heritage the Kanwa. I am for Susuna, Yaji Yanumpo, and Okra Parliament one fan. But all of these other sources, cumulatively, was in excess of 25 billion. And these are resources that you wouldn't have gotten. And you said that you were providing free water. You said that you were providing free electricity. How many Ghanaians benefited from this free water and free electricity? You refuse to come and account.
Figures or the coins.
Can you imagine?
Figures
and that is just the COVID alone. COVID no munya sika mano broso. Ema mo di bikra equity bank. If you say COVID was a factor in affecting our economy, I don't know what the bank. Now, bank no COVID. What is the relationship between a so-called development bank and COVID-19? What is the relationship between that? You said you were giving Umumai and so free, and Kanye free. As soon as they won the 2020 elections, didn't they bring taxes? COVID relief. Parliament say pass here. We are being taxed. I don't want to what said I was a banking sector reform. I gave you the narrative. Who in their right mind a wo nim se sa asema ya be make me the 11 billion asano na wakohwie 24 billion agum wo sore a wo say John Mama is it serious
ama approve am ma ne kwam de mo ye no
na say we will not approve loans that have outrageous and unacceptable conditions. We won't do it. And that is what we are going to do. Modi loan the banner say, and ya there say terms and conditions. So na say outrageous. Say is no na say for the modi kwakoye. We say approve loan so nka de wo rekoye.
Ba ma kire me.
Yen fam na mo one sam and fly na one fam kwaye na cathedral. Anasa mo fam kwasa Gumbe, anasa Gota. One fam kwaye party.
Party on the fear.
We need to know. You can't just bring us a loan agreement like that without justifying why we should approve the loan. So,
in Parliament.
And the people of Ghana, they are looking up to us to stand up, speak the truth to power, and hold them accountable. We miss some opportunities, but we are not going to miss these opportunities to defend the interests of Ghanaians against this government that is only full of incompetent persons who don't know how to manage an economy, who today are trying to make excuses. We won't grant them that. Every global phenomena is a global phenomena. Because, Burkina, Togo, Ivory Coast, they are all West African countries. Why is it that they have not run to the World Bank? Do you know why? Part of the reason why we are here is because, you see, Kano, that is what they use for their 2020 electioneering campaign. Now I want to Felicia. Sagnarugu, Wanka,
Northern region.
Onunkwaya man 100 million, 100,000.
1 billion.
That is even an orphan constituency. If you do the multiplication, me busa sound. Na ye chichesi kasi chika 100 news, 200 news. I guess I'm in crop for Pemasama and Kayasika and Kabiluzu ye. Sewing machines, hair dryers, motorbikes, aboboya, you pay on autobiso. This is what they use our money for. And that's why we are an outlier. Because Togo, Burkina, and Nasifo, we have similar characteristics. The natures of our economy, BBR. The only difference between us and them, they say, 2020, no, we had a national election, they didn't. And that is the true reason why we are where we are. Now, corruption, blatant corruption. Look at the Auditor General's report. The quantum of resources are actually 2020 over 12 billion, 2021 over 17 billion. And it's a American tax waivers. Number the family friends. Adia wait me about material no Ghana ha any services no. Now they are back now man tax waiver. Bafu.
Elections pending NDC elections here by we say wo region start preparation to sign as member of parliament for Busa South constituency in the Upper East region.
Oh, so far so good. Elections directorate and they are no mobile mania say the timetable abedi omunsem. Almost say region ebe mo omunsa aka register so no because our first activity now is the exhibition of the register. Say the beya members make me akwa check it. Say omudi wom na ade. So bibia the din we are hoping say it will be smooth because look, let me tell the rank and file of the NDC. Or say be ni you nimpa say amongfo bi ayo imagine say they will infiltrate from our branch to constituency and even possibly sponsor people for our regional and national elections so as to create problems for us. It will be and the rules are very clear. We must make them work. Party no wamra. So when you're a party member for 4 years, won't me and swaba. So all those who have just joined, you are welcome. But those who have joined with the intention of coming to infiltrate and cause confusion, no, we are warning you in advance. We are aware and we are watching. Because we know that there is a plot to try and infiltrate, cause confusion as part of the effort to quote unquote break the 8. And you know, let this be a wake-up call for we, the rank and file of NDC. We should be vigilant. Yembe eni sabo owo. Yenyina yendim rano so. Never be anko so 13. Because Ghana need ye ni. Say yen e beba beji minus ye. That is even why they couldn't break the 4. And put on a breaking 8. Minua. Now don't you see what is going on? Is it not obvious? Look. The former flag bearer of the NDC, John Omane Mama. And for me, this is a pack, the incoming flag bearer for NDC. Yeah, our leader in Parliament, Haruna Idrisu, our General Secretary, and our communications officer, and then as for. And I know that to be true. The only reason or the only way we can be denied power in 2024 is when there is a collusion and connivance between the current ruling party, the Electoral Commission,
are you going to allow that?
The security elements in the security apparatus, and some unwholesome media personnel. We know, so we know. I want them to know that we know the plots. Among for Israel, invisible and Delta Force Society, police, military. We know all of that,
and we know them.
We are prepared. When your mama says it's do or die, because this country,
he has been there before.
This country must be rescued.
He's been there before,
and the time is now. Because I mean, what have they done that they expect Ghanaians to give them another mandate? Look, the only reason why they want to still to break the 8, and I say still to break the 8, is because they want to protect the loot and to save themselves from going to prison. Many of them are candidates for prison. When we come, hey, your mama, you me, I will travel around the whole world. We will retrieve those monies back to government chest.
Fantastic. Hard times.
Metaka say be addressed fine.
That's no problem.
And so psychologically and then spiritually because of the hardship.
Fantastic.
If you ask mental health professionals, abject poverty, extreme worry, anxiety can create trauma, which can lead to mental instability.
Fantastic.
And you know, boko. The said, you know, yendiso, yenko yeno, yanka, but yenya do bro. That's all BBC see it yet. There be that. Wala la te can't see it.
Can I say?
Te can see it. Te can see it.
Can I turn?
No. It no go happen.
Fantastic. Medasi, Dr. Clement Park, member of Parliament for Busa South constituency in the Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana. Abo adwuma ene wakasa pa o memem. Yame asomdwe enka ene afefo amoje bre etimi etina mu TV wonwe nyina no. Yeda mu nyina ase mebo General Manager TV SYZ Aboaje Abaso for the fantastic job. So and the producer Kevin Asante ne assistant producer Desmond Suwa mobile adwuma papa Ima ene Ralph Kofi the boy ne cameraman for Prince any team ni nyina no nyame enhire obibia me amedi dwumadi ho chia me medi Edi Mugabe Masi obetimi aframe atankolega biga ekine efiada ekine ebehia ewo power 97.9 abrabo eyenu mienu na edo agije utata akwesi enusia ekine efiada nso de ebojaye nyame asumye ka na onye okase executive producer Mr. Benny Anti ejane dum ya ochina akokombo kokoko anopa no nsia na chese kwaminka ene ni team ene de tutu sansa adwumadie ebebreo na atwa no afa power 97.9 FM so na wasa hwe live ewo TV SYZ mema munyina mo nitie